Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more DEI for you today, and we have another glorious historical battle as we are here on the field of Marathon as the Athenians are ready to meet the Persian invasion. This is the Battle of Marathon, fought in 490 BC, and this was a Athenian victory in history. But will Athens be recreating history here today, or will they be defeated by Persia, and then will be Greece forced to face Persian subjugation? Let's find out. But yes, as you can see here, already got a little bit of a skirmish phase going on. Got some slingers here, some Persian slingers harassing the Athenian lines here. So they got some light hoplites forming up here, and they are part of the front line that's made up of mainly of hoplites here. We have a lot of Athenian hoplites actually being thrown into combat. Always great to see. Do love DEI, and there is another DEI update I believe on the way, which like adds a whole load of new units and like reskins and stuff like that. And yeah, DEI, one of the most popular mods on Rome 2, really is a great mod. I really do love it, and I mean the units as well look fantastic. They really do. Because these Athenian hoplites look, yeah, top notch. That is for sure. Catching their breath before they go into combat. This man here clearly has not done his cardio. He needs to sort himself out. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing DI on the channel and would like to see some more, or just generally see some more historical battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment show your support is very much appreciated. We have Athenian Peltas here now retreating. They are kind of getting outranged, it looks like, by archers back here. We got some, I don't know exactly. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word, but they are some pretty nasty ones. I know these ones over here, though, are the royal archers that Persia has available to them. They look pretty damn nasty, and they have like chainmail on, so they're clearly pretty good. Chainmailed archers, always a scary sight. The front line being made up here of just some light, like militia sort of units here, getting sent in first. But yes, in history, Marathon was won by the Athenians, and the Plataeans were there as well. But we don't have a Plataean faction, unfortunately. But it was actually done with like sort of a crescent formation, so Athens managed to win on the flanks and then encircle the center. I don't know if they're going to be doing that today, as it actually seems like their flanks are getting absolutely vaporized right now. These light spears out here on the flanks, taking an absolute beating. But we will see. And we've got the Javis over here, they're getting focused down. These are just Athenian toxics here, these are like just Athenian archers. As we can zoom beneath the earth, it seems. Don't know why DI allows us to do that, but we can. Yeah, these guys aren't even firing back. What are they doing? They need to fire back. Don't just hold your ground and just shoot. It looks like some of them are firing back, but not many. They're getting outgunned. That's the problem. Just getting outgunned and outranged. These guys, yeah, these are light missile infantry, barely taking any damage, and they're like dueling with the medium missile infantry. We do have a bit of a combat now taking place over here. So we have light hoplites going in. Looks like these are just like some basic axe units that are just fighting off here. Light melee infantry going in. Waiting on another one to come in. It's a medium melee, but they are going in against the Athenian hoplites here, which look amazing. They really do. But yep, hoplite lines, you don't really get much done, put it like that. They kind of just hold the line. You're gonna have to rely on archers to do the work. I mean, look at this line, it is gorgeous. It's a brave hoplite here. There's broken ranks. Oh my god, it looks like some thorax spears or something in here. These guys are like look pretty damn nasty as well. Have a general back here, just a mere Athenian hoplite. But yes, if you want to get involved in some DEI action or get involved in some historical battles, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to get involved and take part in some historical battles. Or if you just want to send in your own replays as well, maybe DEI or any Total War, then you're also more than welcome. Again, feel free to join the Discord. It's the best place to send them into. Yeah, these spears holding here for a while. I mean, spears versus spears, I doubt there's going to be much done there for a little while. These are like the, this unit here, the Melophorii. They're known as the apple bearers. I'm not quite sure why, but they are. They're a pretty nasty spear unit. So I have to keep an eye on them. But we are already starting to break some of these light melee infantry units along the line. Another one over here starting to be broken again, facing off against Athenian pikes. Oh, not Athenian pikes, Athenian hoplites. No pikes here. Pikes have not been invented yet. No one decided to just make an even bigger pike. But it's not looking good out on this far flank over here. As you can see, Purge is actually flanking around. He's got his heavy melee infantry here that just keeps flanking hard. What is in this front line here? This is not Athenian hoplites. This is Archeoi hoplite. I guess this is the mercenary unit. I'm pretty sure it's like a mercenary hoplite unit. They're pretty cool. The hoplites in this mod just look great. I think they really do. One of the best looking units. He's got some thorax swords back here. These guys are just getting shot at. They need to make sure they stay in cover. Archers firing head-on aren't very effective on units. Certainly shooting at the flanks are much more deadly. So we got some light spears here breaking. They're going to have to send in those thorax. They're going to have to go and duel with those medium swords there. But yeah, the flank over here not looking good as more light spears start to break. Hoplites starting to crumble. Over on this flank over here, though, we are making some progress. We're making a bit of an offensive now. As you can see, we have Athenian hoplites moving up, trying to engage the next line of defense, which is some heavy melee infantry units here. These are going to be pretty tough to break through. Got a lot of Athenians here. 2 units being tied down against 1. That's not really a great trade, but it's a trade we're having to take. And that's what happens when you break out formation, boys. Don't break out formation because you get cut down. Phalanx is stronger when it's together. But I mean, Athens here has found a gap in the line. You can see here they are getting shot at, to be fair, for their Jews. But they have found a flank in the line, and they can now just start to wrap around and maybe even attack these reserves, these heavy melee infantry reserves. If they can start wrapping around, that would be huge. Just hopefully the left flank here can just hold on long enough for the right of the Athenian line to try and do some work. Try and maybe even up this fight a little bit. Balance power is very even right now. Right now, Persia has the quantity, while Athens has the quality. This mod does look glorious. You can just watch as the little duels go on with the main battle line behind on either side. Arrows come flying in as well. Really is great. Units on a waiver though for both sides now. This general here is getting focused down. He's showing his back. That's a big mistake, I think. He should not show his back like this. He's going to get pinned down. He needs to. We could break phalanx and try and run out of there, but he is in danger, I guess, of being surrounded at the moment. There's a risk. We are seeing, looks like, more infantry moving over. We've got some of the finest hoplites, the Logades, available to Athens. These guys are pretty damn nasty, Logades. I presume that's how you say it. Very healthy units. Swords holding here. I mean, this is the problem. There's like 3 units tied down by 1 light melee infantry. Got to try and maybe try to just have 1v1 and then surround. Maybe that's what I tried to do. Like here, for instance, now surround with that sword unit. Surround this hoplite here. The apple bearers, though, being a bit of a pain, put it like that. They're actually in behind this unit as well. I'm not quite sure how they managed that, but they did. These hoplites already seriously bloodied up. Breaking through over here as well. There's a gap in the line now as this sword unit here breaks. And the spears are now to flank around as the apple bearers. I think they've... Well, they're about to get surrounded, but like that. There are swords in here. These swords are having a bit of joy at the moment, being able to send some of these units packing. But yeah, as you can see here, actually we have spears that are running away. There is no cav in this fight for either side. You may have realized, no cav. Athens brought no cavalry, and the only cavalry that was available to Persia was not engaged. There's only like 1,000 cavalry, and they weren't engaged. So we didn't give them any cavalry. So catching archers and stuff like that, it's pretty difficult at the moment. Especially when you have armies of hoplites. Thorax swords here, they're just jabbing away. Try and do some damage to this general. They should really engage him. This general is actually a pretty handy unit. It's a archer spear unit. It's actually very, very useful. Nice hybrid unit. It looks fairly elite. It looks like it's got some decent armor. It's a medium spear. I imagine it would suffer against swords. But yeah, as you can see here, Athens starting to turn this one back around. The center is basically cleaned up. They now need to just flank around hard. And just not get themselves shot at like they are at the moment. These light swords here getting shot at pretty hard. These are like Thoros swords or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. But they're a light sword unit. They're not doing so great. We got some. It looks like some actually some decent swords down here. They are lights, but they are looking like they're relatively well trained. They're fighting now in the front lines. They look like they're taking on some light hoplites or something. But yeah, this left flank has got to hold on. Just keep holding on. But I mean, I'm seeing units crumble early. I mean, 187 these hoplites are crumbling at. And the problem is that their phalanx is getting flanked. Gotta hold, Athens, gotta hold. Help is on the way. But yeah, Logades back here. They've been pushed back. They're not set up to support their flank of their Athenian comrades. Athenian Peltas here. Out of Javis now, so they're now into combat. Applebearer there getting cut down by a Peltas. Always good to see. Lost his arm. It's a pretty brutal way to go. But yeah, seeing hoplites here break. We've got Toxote breaking there as well. And you can see as well, not Athens, Persia is flanking around Athens. They've got some light spears and they're in behind. And they could just start to do some rear charges. And rear charges, when starting with infantry, usually does a lot of damage to morale in DI. Like, you don't kill units in DI, you break units. And that's usually the way you're gonna cause a mass rout, not by killing a unit or by killing multiple units. You just try and rout them with morale, or the lack of it. Yeah, more wavering troops here is not good, but we are nearly... Well, we're not nearly. We are in their back lines. We're already surrounding them here. The spears are breaking Sparbara. But yeah, also nearly got a general. We're trying to pin him down, trying to catch him. But Persia keeps throwing in infantry just to save the day. Got some more heavy melee infantry up here. Dueling with our thorax spears. Let's get right in on the fight. What are these? Oh, these are like a pike unit. These are a light missile infantry unit, but they got like a big old spear. They're kind of cool. They're a peltast unit with like a really long spear anyway. A bit similar to the medium spear infantry here. They're just shooting quite happily at the Siloid Toxote. We're paying... actually, they look like they're both shooting each other. But the Siloid Toxote has not realized that there is a sword just behind it. And they're going to get charged in the back. Rip in pieces these archers. And there you go. They are going to be killed. But yeah, there's still like sporadic fighting all the way over here. And I mean, the general trying to chase down an archer, that's not going to achieve much. But yeah, sporadic fighting here and there. Just trying to do... mop up those remaining Persian units. We've even got archers over here that are just shooting into the back of Athenians. That is not handy. But yeah, it's still not looking great over here. I mean, Persia's now starting to envelop the Logades and what remains of this left flank at the moment for Athens. There may not be much of a left flank soon. Guy looks like the officer. He's leading the way, dueling with any Persian that will dare face him. But here we go. The Persians are now just going to descend on the rear lines of the Athenians. And they're going to be able to rear charge and just rout a lot of these troops here. This is the worst nightmare for a hoplite. It's being charged in the back. And even these archers have like a spear. It's kind of a very nice hybrid unit they have going on here. And they're getting poked in the back. And that's actually broken, I think. No, not quite yet, actually. They're still holding, but barely. Actually, no, I think they might have broken. Yeah, that unit broke instantly. The other Athenian hoplite is still holding on, but hardly. And the left flank, just like that, with one charge, is starting to crumble. And the center needs to start thinking about pivoting, just ready to face this new oncoming threat. Another problem is stamina. I feel like the Athenians have been running around quite a lot, been running to the fights they need to get to now. The Persians have been taking it steady, taking it slow. We now got the Athenians in combat with this general. They are losing though, actually. Athenian hoplite taken absolutely annihilated by this hybrid general unit. Poor guy there got impaled on the spear. Oh, got himself kebabbed. Pretty nasty way to go, getting stabbed in the neck with a spear. There you go, this hoplite here, not looking too great. I see more of these spears breaking. Yeah, not looking good right now. Athens is kind of like losing a few key units here and there. But it's still very, very close. Balance power could go either way. Whoever gets the next general kill, it could be very, very important. I like these Eastern spearmen, these crappy spears in here, fighting off against hoplites. These are like light hoplites of Athens here. The heavies are still on their way, but light hoplites are enough to hold back these spears, it seems, which is good to see. We've got the veterans here. Taking on, looks like apple bearers, maybe? Oh no. No, they're not. Oh, no, they are. Mellophorii. They're an apple bearer unit. The Logades, they actually managed to rout the Union in front of them and now being rear charged, still have to turn around. They're doing a good job. They're holding on for a long, long time, as an elite unit should. I mean, they don't always. DI, you can often see, like, certainly elite phalanxes and stuff. If it's down to army losses and being surrounded, they'll break almost instantly. Athens is still on the way. We still have Athenian units starting to arrive now. They're starting to arrive bit by bit. Enjoying this grueling fight that's taking place over there. It looks like some slingers or something going in. They're going to try and rout these Toxotae by the looks of it. And there you go, those archers broke as soon as the missiles joined from Persia. They are mopping up what remains over here as well, so it's good to see. Got the swords and stuff over here winning, and they're going to rout those troops. Swords already got 175 kills, and there's plenty more to be got. There's still a whole Persian army over here. Got a general here, Logades. He is losing decisively though, he needs to be careful. Looks like he's getting shot in the back or something like that, or he was. The Logades are holding, doing their general proud. He's still losing. They need to get more troops and maybe try and flank around. It's general versus general, actually. Both sides not doing too great. I think the general really not doing that great for Persia because he's getting flanked by light hoplites. This line over here is starting to crumble. And once it crumbles in one spot, Athenians just like this, they get surrounded, they get in trouble. And they die. The Union hoplites going in. Gonna try and take out the Sparabara, I should say. What we got here, more like thorax hoplites. It's not doing a good job. These guys again probably racking up the kills. 196 kills, doing very well. Yeah, looking very close right now. I mean, we'll quickly go to strategic map and just look at it. The red is Athens. The yellow is Persia. And as you can see, Persia very close to almost getting encircled. That actually is kind of like what happened in Marathon itself. As you can see, we have a lot of Athenian troops arriving, but they need to get there a little bit quicker because the ones that are there are getting overwhelmed at the moment. But yeah, if they can surround the Persians here and just get around them, then that will be huge. It'll be a big, big win. Just lure these Persians further and further in. Further and further in. They got to get those remaining troops there soon. Because the Athenians are suffering. And certainly more. I can't remember how many died at like the Battle of Marathon, but it was like a few hundred, if that. Let me have a look. Yeah, 192 dead for Athens. I think there might have been more than that in casualties today. I'm sure some of those Persians have got 192 kills themselves alone today. General's not looking good though. Starting to waver. He is getting surrounded quite hard here, and he has actually just broken. Look at that, that's huge. This Gondai Shahanshah here just broken that general and just annihilated him. And the other general is now gone to combat even, and that's going to cause a lot of problems for morale, as you can see here. Athenian Peltas, not looking great. Morale boosters going up over there, they're just popping morale stuff, trying to keep men in the fight. And now it actually seems like as though Persia could encircle units. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, Athens could encircle these Persian troops down here and this flank, but over on the other side, it certainly seems like Athens is barely holding on against a whole horde of Persian troops, and there's a lot of Persian troops actually just scattered around that keep returning, which is a little bit concerning because none of the Athenian units seem to do the same. These thorax swords, they keep making just little enclaves into the formation, making little breakthroughs. It's costing them a lot of men, a lot of exhaustion as well. These troops have fought in, well, against two separate armies to get over here and take on this final army. It's not looking too great. Archers here now firing in. We've got some rear shots coming in, just trying to support. Try and hurt those Sparbara. How these swords over here haven't been routed, I do not know. Like, these swords are weak. Well, these aren't even swords, these are archers. But they're fighting against swords. How they're not broken, who knows. Got apple bearers that are returning. General here, he needs to kind of get a little bit more into combat. He's barely in there. He's only lost one man. Archers are out of ammo going in. Actually, these aren't archers, I don't think. These are Javis? Yeah, they're Javis. But it is very, very close. But it looks like now with the balance of power starting to shift in favor of Persia. They're just edging it through. They're routing these few units up here. There's just a few too many gaps. And you can see here these swords, these spears, sorry, no match to the swords Persia has left. I mean, these troops are like tired. They're exhausted in some cases, or very tired. It's just starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. It's not so good. Athens now, I mean, is looking like it's on the brink of defeat. I mean, his troops were in this situation a little bit earlier on. They were, balance of power was pretty low, and they had turned it around. But it might be a little bit too much. We will see. I mean, Persia right now could just flank. I mean, there's a spear here that's sort of protecting them, but I mean, this unit is very tired. It's steady. Steady's okay, but it's not great. And if they break that unit there, they can then go around the general. Chain route him. And then this battle will be over, I imagine, if they can kill the final general for Athens. I mean, it doesn't even help that he's here right now. These hoplite, or these thorax spears, sorry, starting to break pretty damn quickly. All thorax spears going in. Stab him up, boys! Stab him up! Yeah, Persians now just flanking in. They counter-charging the Athenian troops that are already tired, causing chaos in the back ranks, breaking them just like that. And we're starting to see a bit of a mass rout now. As you can see, look at this. Athens is just starting to rout entirely. And it looks like we're going to see a change in history. It looks like Persia is actually going to win at the Battle of Marathon. And that is then going to mean that Greece will be invaded by Darius. And who will stop them? The Spartans? The Athenians? Who knows? Xerxes, I mean, if this is a successful marathon in history, Xerxes' invasion unlikely would have been needed. Because, like, the whole reason the marathon gets its name is because, obviously, one of the soldiers after the battle runs 26 miles all the way back to Athens, which is like the sort of the length of a marathon, and tells them of the victory. But he will be running back home to tell them of a great defeat here today for Athens. But it was a big battle. Got like well over like 10k men here today, maybe even. Yeah, no, well over 20k in fact here. Jeez, it was a massive battle. But yeah, 270 kills for my Peltas here today. 272 for another one. I was playing in this one as one of the Athenian players. 200 kills for my Athenian hoplites. And then we got like thorax spears getting 294 kills. And then my swords do incredibly well. 280, 279, 278. Some very good kills there. Then Omens, who's out on that left flank, had a really rough game. Getting actually got double teamed. There was actually like 1 and a bit armies out there taking him on. So he had very little chance of breaking through or even doing much damage. He just had to hold and pray he was going to be able to do that. He got Athenian Peltas, 128 kills. Which is not too bad. Then he's got 130 kills with his hoplites and 218 with another down there. Swords getting 111. Then we have Mythic, who's playing in the center. 169 kills with his log of days. Archer's doing little. His Rhodian Sling is 207 kills though. His light hoplites 192 kills. 230 kills with his Athenian hoplites. 338 with another here. 193 with his log of days. And then he's got his hoplites here. His mercenary ones getting 191 kills. And then his swords getting 222. Then we have Krillajax playing as one of the Persian armies. 324 kills with his general. His archers getting 165 kills. His swords 213 kills. His like heavy swords here 376 kills, and they still had healthy numbers left. 208 kills with the Sparabara, and then his like swords down here getting 126, 127 kills. They were Crazy Spartan playing as the second Persian army, 180 kills with his general before he fell. His swords, his elite swords getting 263 kills. His medium swords 157. Then his apple bearer is getting 142 kills. And then what else we got here? We got Javi's getting 121 kills. Then we have God playing as the final army. His army almost basically untouched. He had a load of these cheap spears, which one of them actually managed to get 163 kills, which is not too bad. Then he's got some really elite spears, 108 kills, 435 kills with these Persian swords here. Incredible. Archers 252, 320, 282, general 131 kills. His apple bearer is getting 173 kills, 244. Then the swords down here, 330, 333, 325. My gosh, I mean, incredible kills there for Geo, getting by far and away the most kills in this battle by 1,000. Did incredible, so well done to him. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is a battle marathon here today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.